Thank you for watching Not My Bag.
If you're watching this, make sure to like and subscribe.
If you're listening, give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to Not My Bag. I'm George.
And I'm Joe, and we're here in Liverpool for a Eurovision special.
We're live. Well, obviously, when you're watching it, it's not going to be live, but we're live right now.
This isn't a typical Not My Bag episode. We don't have one guest, we don't have two guests. We have 7 guests for you. We've cut down the best bits of each interview, and we're showing you today on this special.
It's basically a big compilation of the best bits of what's happened during our 3 days in Liverpool at Eurovision with TikTok. And yeah, hope you enjoy it.
And starting off, we have our interview with the wonderful Mae Muller. Let's go.
We're live.
That might help. Yeah.
Oh, hi everyone at home. I'm going to get it up so I can see. I don't want... Oh my God. I can hear myself as well. Oh. George, take the floor. Take the floor. Hi everyone at home. Thank you for joining. Welcome to Not My Bag on the road.
On the road. We're in Liverpool.
We're in Liverpool.
Home of Eurovision this year.
Home of Eurovision. And we're here. We're taking over. We've got some very special guests coming in the next few days, haven't we, George?
This first guest is a bang, by the way.
Yeah, we have a very banging first guest.
All right, Joe.
She's waiting on the sidelines. She's
All
waiting
right,
on the
Joe.
sidelines. Yeah, should we hit it? Should we hit it? Please welcome. Did you see that fly of spit just go off?
No, I didn't.
I'm
You shouldn't have
mortified.
pointed it out.
I'm mortified.
Now everyone
Please
knows.
welcome to the stage, Mae Muller.
Woo! Woo! Come on in.
Come on in.
Sausage.
She's coming in. Oh my God.
I'm not going to stand up because you'll make me look really small. But yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
no.
How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. This is the best thing I'll ever do.
This is cool, isn't it? I'm
I
gassed.
finally made it on Not My Bag.
I know.
And it's probably one of the most special episodes we've ever had.
I only had to do Eurovision to get on there. Do you know what I mean?
No, don't put it like that.
I'm joking.
I know you sat on Grace's, didn't you, and just stared at our...
And then I was like, that was, oh my gosh, she's so iconic. I love
Yeah,
her.
no, it was a good one, wasn't it?
She's
It was
my
a
queen.
slapper. Did you have any vodka crowns when you were on there?
I did.
you?
I did. She's the queen of the vodka crown.
I know, look, where's Joe? Joe's got
No,
about...
it's just juice, George.
Just juice.
juice.
Only juicing a strict juice diet.
How have you found Liverpool, though?
Loved it.
Have you been here a while?
Got here on the 3rd.
Okay.
So
yeah.
for a minute, I don't honestly ask
You
me
lose
what
track
day
of
it
days,
is.
yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're a busy bee, aren't you?
She's just busy, just slightly.
Just a
Just
little bit
nice.
booked and busy, just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Just doing like a little show. You
just
know.
doing a little
something.
just a little gig. Yeah, no, it's been fun. I've been having a good time, and I love Liverpool.
It's so
It's
sick.
my
We were
first time
saying this.
here.
Really?
Yeah, it's-
Everyone's so nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
We said this.
Our taxi driver earlier, he was chatting,
Best man ever. If he's
and,
watching,
yeah,
what a
if you're
guy.
watching,
He
and,
told us like
something
every
about the
sight to see.
accent.
Every sight.
I love it.
The accent, I was a bit like, this is sexy.
It is sexy.
It is a nice accent, do you know what I mean?
It is sexy.
it?
I think it is sexy.
I like it.
That's a new
I'm
one.
with you.
That's
I
nice.
like it.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
Get
you.
with the winning team.
It's
Me, the whole pod. Yeah, of course. I'm joking.
He's not great.
God.
He's not
Oh
great
my
at
gosh,
flirting. He's not
no
great
way.
at flirting. So, in terms of like your plans for the next few days, you're not performing on the semi-final, are you? You're straight to.
am.
You are.
But I'm performing on the second one.
Right.
But obviously it's not like voted or anything.
Okay.
So it's actually great for me because I get to like
Show off.
I get to do it.
Yeah.
With an audience, and like it's not going to be the first time on the actual thing.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's almost like a warm up.
Yes, but I got to treat it as the real thing,
Oh
honey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Game face on.
Yes.
What do you do before you go on stage? Do you have any like rituals or anything
about
that you
to
do?
ask that.
Sorry.
Honestly,
I
I'm
didn't want to ask anyway.
I literally like have a tea and like that's it.
Yeah, because you hear people like do all
So
these
not
things
rock
and
and
wear the
roll.
same clothes and do all this. and
No,
that.
I'm literally like boring old.
Beyonce has like
Be
all
over
white
here.
rooms and white carpets.
I
and all that
know.
stuff.
Maybe once I get there, maybe I'll push the boat out and get 2 cups of tea.
Can I have a Kinder Bueno as well?
Put a Kinder Bueno in there. Maybe a Lucozade if I'm feeling fancy.
Ooh, get
Whoa!
hyper, get hyper, get hyper.
I just
Yeah.
want to know, how did it come about you representing us? Like, that's pretty mad. It
It
just kind of
is.
came out one day and I was like, Joe, do you know Mae's like
No,
our entrance? You know what I mean?
mad. Absolute madness. It was actually. So I actually wrote the song. I wrote the song.
Oh, ironic.
I
What's the
know.
message?
I walked right into that one. We created the song literally 3 days before the Eurovision conversation even happened. So it was the weirdest thing because I was like, guys, I feel like I've just written like a Eurovision song. So it happened really naturally. I feel like
It's like fate.
Like fate.
Like
The
fate.
stars aligned.
The stars have aligned.
I feel like if if it was brought to me like, we want, Eurovision, it's on the table, but like you need to write a song for it, I'd be a bit like,
what do I do? You'd overthink it, probably,
yeah,
I
think so. But the fact that I had just done it, and I was already quite excited about it because I'd just written it, and I was like, this feels really good. So it kind of all happened quite nicely.
Did you, when I saw you in that airport in LA, did you know that?
That was the, when was that? Was that before?
Thanks for my invite, guys.
No.
Thanks. I must have missed
You're
that.
not old enough.
Thousands of miles away, and I was like, is that Joe
I
Pax?
remember hearing this, like, Joe. And I was like, I don't know many people here. So I was thinking, who is it? Well, I've got really bad eyesight, right? I was like, who is this lady in this trucker hat just screaming my name? I was like, Mum, I've made it in the US. But it was me.
Just me. No, I think that was just before, because was that like December?
Yeah, December.
It was just after Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that was literally just before, because I found out in January.
No way. Because
Sorry,
I was
George,
like,
you
if she didn't tell me at the airport, I was like, I'm going to be
No, I didn't know. I did not know a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know a thing.
Gas. So how do you feel at the minute? Do you feel there's any pressure? Like, what's the vibes going on this week?
What's it like in camp, as they say? That's like football
In
talk,
the
so.
camp. It is. It's like boot camp. It really is. But do you know what? Now it's like we're able to have fun with it. We had the turquoise carpet, which is like the sort of opening ceremony, like event. And
You look great, by the way.
thank you.
Outfit was a sleigh.
Thank you so much. Shout out Agro, AGRO. Custom made.
Shout
Stunning.
out. No, everyone I spoke to have been like, she looks stunning.
Thank you. It was quite nerve wracking because I was like, I've got to slay this. I've got to
Well,
slay it.
you're representing like us. Do you know what I mean? So it is like, without putting on the pressure, it's a bit of pressure.
I'm representing you two.
Literally
Just
us,
you two.
us two and not my bag. That's it.
For the gays and the guys. She's doing it for the gays and the guys.
The arena's going to be empty. It's going to be you two.
Oh, what a crowd, though.
Yeah,
Get my mum involved as well.
Please, I really want to meet your mum.
No, I want to bring on the road. It's just our dog's got like an upset stomach all the time.
No.
So she just has to stay at home a
Oh,
lot.
bless.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Understandable.
Yeah. Our dog's fine. She does have a little bit of IBS,
What's
I
her
think.
name?
Dolly.
Dolly.
Dolly May's rooting for
We
you.
love you,
We're all
Dolly.
rooting for
I'm
you,
here with
Dolly.
you, baby. I love you. Get well soon.
But I was going to say as well, like, what a year to do Eurovision, because
I know.
after Sam Ryder's success last year, it's kind of brought it back. So someone like me, I'm a lot younger. Like, I hadn't watched Eurovision for a couple of years really, and it's like brought it back, and now it's like, May, go do us proud. Do you know what I mean?
I know. I do feel like it does feel very special this year for like a lot of different
It's like,
reasons.
it's in England.
And I think
do you know
particularly
what I
because
mean?
of the situation with the Ukraine as well.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like a very special year
Yeah.
No,
to do it.
100%. I feel like we're all obviously, it's such an honour to host in the UK, but the fact that we're hosting on behalf of Ukraine, it just makes it that much more special.
Yeah.
And I feel like, it's so important that we all, we come together and
Yeah.
we can do it. Like, it just shows that like we are able to do that as human beings,
And slay.
and slay at the same damn time.
And slay at the same time. So, in terms of, I wanted to ask you this, but I don't want you to hate me for asking, because every year there's like always the people that like fit that perform in. Like, there's some
They're
fit
all
guys.
hot.
That,
I fancy everyone.
I was about to say, anyone caught your eye? Anyone backstage? You're like,
Everyone's hot. Noah Kyron, oh my God. I just look at her and I'm like, how are you real? You're not real. I don't believe it. You're AI. She's stunning. Blanca Paloma, stunning. I mean, Loreen. Being in the same room as her, I'm literally like,
That tune is a slapper as well.
big slapper.
Big slapper.
I was going to say about, we want you to win. Like, everyone wants you to win.
Of course.
But in terms of like your faves or like people, do you know what I mean? Or who you want to like see doing well?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I think they're all so talented. I feel like Alessandra from Norway, her song is amazing. Lazara from France, that is one fierce lady, and she's just got such like power, and she doesn't do like too much. She's not going crazy, but she's just like
The presence.
Yeah.
and she just always looks amazing. The song's amazing. But I mean, and all those people that I just said before, like everyone's got a shot, man. And
Yeah.
Finland, he's definitely one of the faves as well. Kardia, he's a great performer. I'm just a fangirl. I love
never
everyone.
know how to say his name.
Kardia.
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 Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I love
Double
that
check
outfit.
though.
I'd definitely go out in that. You could see me in the green.
Oh,
then.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm sure you're going to be able to buy like Kardia outfits from now on.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
No, 100%.
I feel like Joe's going to make it a thing now anyway.
I better see it.
I did. I took some photos for my birthday, and Mum literally looked at them and went, "Oh, if only you could sing." That's the first thing she said. Not even you look great. She just went, "Oh, if only." I thought, Well, thanks.
We can learn.
Well, that was one of my questions. I was going to ask you about singing, right? How did it start off for you in terms of, did you always know, just sing in the shower one day and think,
I'm pretty good.
yeah,
That's all right.
that was not bad. I could hold a note.
I can hold it out. I don't know what it was, you know. I feel like when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie, I liked the attention that it gave me. As a little annoying 5-year-old, I was like, everyone come to the kitchen.
Just started screaming.
I've written a song. Everyone, you gotta come and listen to it.
You're doing it again.
It's happening.
Plug. But so I feel like I always enjoyed that, and I always enjoyed that feeling of performing. But I feel like it didn't really come to like fruition until I was like 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Banging. So what did you do to warm up?
Mama. Exactly that. Yeah, just a lot of ums and ahs and oohs and e's and tea.
Yeah, tea and the tea.
And
Always
tea is always important.
Yeah.
What was like the first CD you ever bought?
Oh, probably actually Lily Allen, All Right Still.
I love it, Lily.
2006.
I was listening to Smile earlier in the shower.
That's the only song I know of her.
When you asked me, I was wanting more.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to
My
know
rock.
how like you remember all the lyrics. I know that sounds really dumb.
No,
Because obviously you write the song and
it's
stuff,
not
but
dumb.
It's just like you've got way more than just like one song. Do you know what I mean? So it's just be able to like do it.
It's really
I'd be like-
weird. It's like, do you know how you
I'm gonna just put this down here one second.
you remember?
To
This
ride a
sounds
bike?
really like stereotypical, but I know you like football, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand how you can remember all like every footballer's name, every team, like
Yeah,
all the
true.
rules. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's your language.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
true.
So for me, I'm like, it's like second
Nature just to be able to-
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
Are you like that with other songs as well that you listen to? So like, for example, like Lily Allen, you've just said.
Yeah.
Could you like list through like 4 or 5 Lily Allen songs and you just know it?
Yeah, I've
mad.
always had
That's so
that,
mad.
like, I pick up lyrics quite easily.
But
Like,
you're quite like that, aren't you? He will find a song
You've got
and
the
play it.
gift.
I was with a guy the other day and I just started rapping Nicki Minaj. I was like, I'm surprising myself right now. And I was like, this could be an ick or it could not be an ick.
But if it's an ick, if that was an ick, then that's an ick for you. That was an ick.
Exactly.
You know what I
It's just
mean?
about the ickness bounces.
Yeah.
Red flag.
And that's why he's single. I am as well, don't worry, it's no shade, Joe.
All 3 of us.
Let's go out.
No way.
You won't make it on the weekend. You won't come home.
Okay, when I get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
When we're in London. When
That
we're
was so funny.
All of us are saying that.
first one, let's
go out. Speaking of Nicki, would you ever collab with Nicki?
Oh my God, of course.
I wanted to ask you about collabs, like who you'd love to collab with, because the Katie track I was blasting
I-
all the time, in the shower,
yeah,
all
of
the
course.
time.
Do you know what? I could see you and Sam Ryder doing something.
Really?
After this, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, of course. I'd
That'd be
love
pretty
to.
sick, wouldn't it?
He's amazing, and his voice is amazing.
We were
and
listening to videos of him earlier and I'm like, how does that man do it?
He's also just like, and he probably gets sick and tired of hearing this.
I know
he's
what you're
like,
gonna say.
He's just the nicest
So
guy.
nice.
Oh my God.
He's so nice.
Oh my God, and he's just like,
He's so
And that
nice.
smile, I'm like, oh my God, like, how are you?
I just
a
wanna
good
hate you.
person? Yeah, I'm like, how are you just so happy all the time?
Honestly, when we saw him at Summertime Ball, and everyone was like, oh, he's not like meeting anyone taking photos. And I walked past him and I said, oh, you know my friend Charlie? And he was like, so lovely. He was like, yeah, let's grab a photo and everything. Like, you're from Essex. And I was like, oh. But do you know what I mean? Like,
What a
he's
lovely
just
man.
So lovely. So lovely.
Is Eurovision something you've always wanted to do and be a part of? When you first started, were you like, oh, one day I would love to represent, or has it just been like or like, as you said, it was kind of fate, weren't it?
Yeah, I feel like it's always something that I've enjoyed as a fan,
Yeah.
but if I'm honest, like I never put myself in it because it's such a like big, like crazy thing.
Yeah.
So it's hard to. I wasn't expecting it basically, but the second that I was, it was on the table and I said yes, I was like, I can so see myself doing it now. Like I'm in it. I had the Eurovision hat on and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm in.
amongst
I'm going to
it.
boss this, yeah.
But it is wild. Like it's not, like even it's nothing like I imagined it would be. Like I knew it was going to be wild and busy, but it's like times a million of what you
It's
think
just
it
like
is.
a crazy thing, though, isn't it? It's like a massive, fun, like festival
Gives
sort
me
of
Hunger
thing.
Games vibes.
Yeah, like the outfits
It's
and
like-
the performances.
It's kind of like
It's
the
just
gay
nuts.
Hunger Games.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But
You're
no,
like-
it is, but also it's weird because it's like so high. It is quite high pressure and it is a competition. You've got all these things, but actually the people I guess especially this year. I guess I can't speak for other years. I'm sure it was the same, but like it's the people that make it actually so much fun. Like, it could be just like pressure all the time and you're stressed, but everyone is so supportive of each other. You kind of forget that it's a competition sometimes. And anytime you like bump into each other in the hallways or behind, like backstage, everyone's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I've got that mood, which is really nice.
It is.
Yeah.
Because imagine it would be awful if it was the other way.
But I think as well, probably, as we touched on earlier, with what's happened and, like, obviously us as a nation representing for Ukraine, it's probably that as well as an element. Everyone's
There's
just
a lot
like,
more
actually...
unity.
Everyone's like, stuff the competition. Like, we're here for... Do you know what I mean? For, like, a good reason.
This is the thing. I think we're just reminded, like, this is so much bigger than a competition.
Yeah.
It's like people coming together and being, you know, literally like united and showing that we can support each other, and doing that through music is such an amazing way to do that, because music kind of transcends all like language or like, you know, everyone can enjoy it.
Yeah. No, for sure. One thing I love about you, by the way, many things.
Here we go.
But what your TikToks, when you first got announced, what I loved is that you were like taking the mick out of me, trying really hard not to swear, of the situation, because there was that whole Rena thing, wasn't there? And I know, like, you're a fan of her.
I love Rena.
As am I, but everyone was so gassed for you as well. But there was always those people that were like, but we thought it was her.
Yeah.
And your TikToks made me die that you were like the fact that you took it and, like, rode that wave was actually the funniest thing. I thought it was so great. And, like, I know everyone's like, backing you now, but it was so funny.
Thanks. I mean, yeah, I knew that was going to happen, because obviously I saw everyone thought it was going to be Rena, and I was like, oh gosh, I was like, everyone's going to be like, who's this? Who's she? We're like, we've wanted Rena, but I thought if I'm having fun and I joke about it, then suddenly like
everyone,
it's fine and it's not even a problem. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of Rena. I love her. I've seen her live. Like, I think she's an amazing writer, and just to be in the same sentence as her, I was like, oh. I was like, okay, fangirl.
TikTok's are banging. I wanted to ask as well, outfit situ, because I saw, so the black kind of corseted moment, so that's what you're wearing.
That's the look.
That's the look.
Well, because I think quite a few people are like, oh, she's wearing like all black, like I didn't expect that, but because of what you've seen at the staging, like it's very colourful and there's a lot going on.
You didn't want to get like lost in it.
I didn't want to get lost in it, and also like I'm like how am I going to stand out the most against all of that? And I'm like,
I want to be the moment.
All chic, all black.
No, it's a good outfit.
It's high fashion.
Yeah. I definitely wear it in drag.
Please.
Yeah.
Oh my
Should
God.
I do a Mae Muller night?
That I would die.
I mean,
of happiness.
I can't dance, can't walk in heels, can't do my
the
makeup,
effort that
but it's the thought.
It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts, everyone.
Yeah.
Since you announcing being our like UK entry, have you had anyone like slide into your DMs like?
That's such a you question to ask.
I just love the
George
tea,
question
right?
to ask.
Oh no.
I might have been one of them people. I can't lie.
I don't think you were.
I don't actually think I was. No. Me checking my phone.
Always got a flirt.
He's like unsaid.
Yeah. Oh, it's still pending. You obviously don't have to say names, but if there've been like a couple of people, you're like, oh, that's news.
Graham Norton followed me. That was amazing. What? No.
You're in.
I'm in. my dreams have come true. No, honestly, like, I love that man down. Like, I love him, and I feel like I've watched him for so long. I think his show is like the best ever. And so when he followed me, I was like,
just get me on that show.
I was just like, that's the next step. Come on, Graham. But I got to I was on his radio show recently, and oh my God, I stand so hard. I was like, but I had to keep my cool, but I had to be like, I love you. I got a quick little like, I love you so
We have
much.
moments like that sometimes where I'm just like,
Yeah, gotta say it. Love you.
Love you, bye.
You've done. Do you like doing radio? Because you've done quite a lot, haven't you? Like when obviously you were announced and stuff like that. I saw you were on Capital and you were with Rylan and stuff.
Yes.
Is radio something you'd love to like?
she's going to sing on the radio, and she's not going to present.
I know, but just like pop in weekly. It'd be cool to have like special guests.
Oh no, do you know what? I love a chat.
Yeah, if they were like, mate, come in this week, you'd be
I'm
like,
here
I'm
for
on
it. I'll
She'll
have
try quit music. Get on the
Do you know
radio.
what?
You've got a face for radio, actually.
No, someone said that to us. Yeah, someone
very
said that to us. They're like, oh, you've got a face radio. I was like, yeah.
That's so mean.
I know.
I won't tell you what I'm
Tough
saying.
game out here, kids. Are
It's tough. It is tough.
you excited to party afterwards as well? Celebrate.
Oh my gosh.
I know you guys party hard. I just know it. I know. No, but like you've been on stage, you've done everything, and then you just want to let your hair down. And I bet you like party.
Well, it's because it's not even like, oh, then like it's. I feel like that after I get off stage, and just basically on Saturday night, it's going to be like 3 months worth of like pent
Oh,
up anxiety,
100%.
Just
being unleashed on the streets of Liverpool.
Have you got any plans after that to like unwind after this?
I don't actually know the exact plan, but I know I'll be
taking a holiday.
shaking my tush somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to Ibiza.
Oh, are you?
I've never been.
Wait, when?
It wouldn't be.
In June, I'm going like June.
Oh, okay, fine.
You should definitely come at the same time.
I'm out there a lot soon, so I sound like I'm having I've got a DJ residency for everyone. I'm actually at High.
It's got a drag residency in Ibiza. I can't wait.
It's me dressed as Mae Muller, and I'm DJing in Ibiza. You heard it here first. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
This is so fun.
I'm so glad you've had a nice time.
Oh my God, I've had. Can I come back when we're in London?
Yes,
We-
you come into the studio in London.
Yes.
Okay.
We just hit you on talk, so you're like, you know what?
We're here.
No,
You're
I love
here.
it. I love that this feels like this is like this won't be here
I know.
for the whole time.
I
I've got a
know.
little exclusive
This is
vibe.
special.
I'm actually
Right.
putting this up in my room afterwards.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, you can just do it in bed.
Any dates?
Morning,
any
guys.
dates? I'll just bring them back and be like,
So
so, fan of Mae Muller?
get out.
Seriously, good luck.
Thank
We'll be
you.
rooting for you.
Thank
We'll be
you.
rooting for you. The song's a
I
slapper.
love you
and yeah, we're
guys.
so excited.
Thank you for coming on,
Thank
mate.
you so much.
Girl, can we have a round of applause in here,
Yeah,
guys?
Joe, how good was that?
Well, you pretty much fell in love with, didn't you, on that interview?
No.
Everyone said it in the comments as well. Over to Scott and Rylan, who popped in to say hello to us.
Guys, if you've got any questions for our guests like Rylan and Scott Mills, who
yeah.
have actually just stepped foot into the premises.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Welcome.
Hello. You look nice.
Hello.
Scott, nice to meet you. How are you, man?
Oh, no.
It's spilled a drink.
Stain your, good. That's all right.
Take a seat,
I think I'm
take a
all good.
seat.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
We've already got a spillage. Already got a
Spillage,
spillage.
leakage, as they say.
And it's normally me. So,
Yeah. How are you guys?
Really good.
Thank you for joining us.
I feel like I can't get rid of you two.
I know.
was about to
I
say.
feel like we're just
We're like best
here.
mates
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So.
It's cozy, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
it's
gets
like,
a bit warm, but you'll get used to
Yeah,
it.
we're
yeah.
used to the
Right.
box, don't worry.
Yeah.
How are you finding it then?
Horrendous. No, I'm joking.
It's the worst one ever.
It's the worst.
No, it's brilliant. It's
Yeah.
literally, I think this is... I've done 12 Eurovisions now. And this, I think, in terms of the city,
Yeah.
it's the best
Best
We
one.
were
Best
literally
one.
talking about that
Fun.
as you walked in. We said Liverpool.
The vibes are impeccable
So
here.
good.
We said our favourite one's always been Tel Aviv, hasn't it?
Yeah, we
because
love
like
that.
the production in Tel Aviv, like just Tel Aviv in general, they spent so much money to
like
make
a
it.
holiday.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Nice
and
weather.
the
Thank you very much for that.
And the weather.
And it's by a beach.
Yeah, and we had a nice hotel. Big five, guys. So, like, our benchmark is always Tel Aviv, isn't it? And we're like, it's not Tel Aviv. It's not Tel Aviv. We got here and we're like, oh my God,
right.
now we're going to have to say it's not Liverpool. It's not
It's just
Liverpool.
everywhere you go, you can't miss it. And
Yeah.
there's some places we've been to where outside of the arena, you don't really see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not very visible, whereas here, you
We jumped off the
literally-
train and it was
yeah,
everywhere.
as soon as you get
My
off.
voice is on the train doing the announcement.
He's on the
No.
train.
It's like the next station is Liverpool Central. Welcome, bonjour, très vite.
Yeah.
Really, because
Yeah.
ours, it
That's
was all
pretty-
distorted and it sounded like Darth Vader. And
That
I
was
think
me. I'd had a couple of I do them live, guys. I'm actually in the front of the train.
Well, don't while we're on the topic, have you guys been out much to Liverpool celebrating whilst you've been here?
Well, so I've been here a week longer than Scott.
I did see a story.
yes is the answer.
Yeah.
So, like, so me and Scott are Eurovision husbands.
Yeah.
Like, for those people who don't know, we both host a semi-final commentary.
Yeah.
We've been doing that for years. So, like, Scott is literally like my right hand. I'm his left hand. Like, we don't go anywhere.
It's quite cute. When I
It
arrived,
is.
he
I
was
thought you were
like-
going to go that fast. I'm glad you stayed on the same level.
he was like, oh, I'm just so glad you're here now, because that's really sweet.
Yeah, no, it is.
Because
I
it's
feel-
not right if we're not together.
It's not like we are like the duo. Like,
really
that's
feel
it.
the
We
connection
come as
here.
a two.
Yeah, no,
But
love it.
yeah, but so my week without Scott, I had to. I mean, I know all the crew and everyone, and they were all lovely. But I thought, right, I'm gonna try and make a new friend, and made a few.
I think that's enough said.
Yeah, move on.
Oh, that is so
Swiftly.
funny. So how long have you been in now?
Sunday.
Sunday,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
What day is
nice.
it? Wednesday.
That's Monday morning.
Was it?
Yeah, because you were at the coronation.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I was at the coronation. Yeah, I DJ'd.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was
Yo, this one's for the king.
Yeah.
Shout out Camilla.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, William.
Didn't see any royals, but I did. I warmed up the crowd and then I
MC'd on
came
the
straight
mic,
here.
yeah, happy days.
Great.
So what's it actually like commentating on such a big show?
We basically do what you do and just talk a load of rubbish. Like, yeah.
Fun, isn't it?
Like me trying to self-censor right now.
Yeah. Do you notice I am as well?
You see our lips like...
No, do you know what? On a serious note, it is actually a little bit difficult because there's certain rules you have to adhere to. You've got to be impartial. You can't speak over a song. You can't speak over this. However, what we found last night is because it's in the UK, there's been so many more UK viewers come and see the semi-finals and listen to
more.
Yeah. Because it was on BBC One. And people are like, why are you speaking over this bit? And it's like, because we have to, because the show is speaking to the whole of Europe and the rest of the world, whereas we are talking to the UK. So, for example, when the hosts are saying you can vote tonight, UK couldn't vote last night. Yeah. UK can vote in the second semi-final.
So we have to speak over it.
So we have to speak over. So the job that we have to do, there is actual like admin that we have to do. The rest of it, we're just like, what a lovely dress.
Yeah. And then it's basically say what you see.
Yeah, it's like catchphrase on a bigger scale.
It's a bit like, that show Gogglebox. It's a bit like
I don't know it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never heard of it.
I do not know what you guys are talking about. No, I know exactly. Yeah, we do it all the time. We still do it though.
But then also, you kind of, because I remember you saying on the pod, well, obviously on the pod you've just been on with us.
It was quite a good one, actually.
You said like you get lost in it a bit because you're just watching like in awe. We didn't really speak last night.
Yeah, it's hard,
you just
isn't
watch.
it, when you're taking in how crazy these acts are.
Crazy.
And then you're thinking, oh, I've got to speak.
And then probably in
Is
your
that
ear,
a linen outfit? Can I just... Is it
I
linen?
think it's all linen.
I think it is.
I mean, well done to you.
I thought we were going to Tel Aviv.
Yeah, you're dressed for Tel Aviv.
I'm dressed Tel Aviv.
This is where I'm getting confused.
Are you fans of Eurovision?
Yes, well, do you know what?
Hang on a minute.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
He's five.
I had a row with him the other week because he was like, Nadine, was she in the Spice Girls?
We're going
I
to
was
start
like,
with
right, get out.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, I need to apologise.
Yeah,
But the thing is, right, new fans coming to Eurovision, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's like a massive party. I love it.
That's what it is.
I said to Joe, the vibes are just so good.
Yeah.
Like everywhere you were walking last night, like we went to the hospitality bit, had a bit of food and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just such good vibes.
Yeah.
So good.
The thing is, when you're
party.
at Eurovision, you are in the Eurovision bubble. That is it.
There's no bad news, nothing bad happens.
No, there is nothing exists outside Eurovision. I've got about 500 emails. My management are ringing me going, we need to sign off on this, we need to sign off. I'm like, sorry, darling, Portugal. Nothing else matters. And then all of a sudden, Sunday, we get the fear, don't we?
Oh, the fear of going back. You know, like when you have to go back to school.
The real world.
It's just like, oh my God, we've got to go back.
horrendous.
I'm really bad at that as well.
Yeah,
Like, hi, we need to
terrible.
talk about something in June. I'm like, it's Eurovision week.
We just literally call each other on Sunday night when we finally get home, or normally we're travelling Sunday, aren't we? But like Sunday on the Monday, and we just sort of leave our phones on in the background just so we can hear each other. We're like, you're right, babe.
Yeah, fine. We get proper blues.
Separation anxiety,
We properly get it.
I don't blame. We get it when
we
we're
do
not
that,
together.
yeah. We've got a meal after this, and Joe's like, I'm not going to be there. I'm like, well, what am I going to do?
Yeah,
We're
that's
going
it.
to talk to you.
Sit on your own.
It's going to be awful.
You're me last week.
So what's like the weirdest interaction that you've had so far, whether it be with an act,
Whether it be PG or...
Yeah.
Who do
go
we
first.
always see? Who do we always see? That's probably a better one. Do you know what's nice? So for us, we've got like this Eurovision family. So like there's certain heads of delegations that are there every year.
the bosses.
Commentators like Joel and Myth from
they're really
Australia. Like so we see these. They're like our once a year family. And I mean, we've had some stories, haven't we?
Yeah.
We definitely have, not for broadcast.
But Finland is in our hotel.
Courier's in our hotel. And can we just have a moment? Why have Finland's dancers come dressed as me with the teeth and slick back hair?
and the outfits.
Yeah,
I can
same.
definitely see you in the.
But they're all in our
was wearing
hotel, so like we know them all, and like in the day everything's
Finland were
normal, and
nuts.
then they're like,
I'm obsessed with Finland.
Yeah, same.
he's great as well.
great.
They're a really nice
Guys,
delegation.
I'm a bit obsessed with Israel as well.
Yeah, I can
Noah's
see. I get that.
beautiful.
She is unreal.
Can we play the game now?
Right,
The
yeah.
So
game.
in my dressing room the other day...
Don't tell me you met her.
No, because... of course I met Noah. But, of course
I know Noah.
My dressing room,
Of course I've got a number.
My dressing room's next door to Noah, and because her song's called Unicorn, they got her all these balloons. And I
knew it
was
was
sitting in my dressing room, and there's no ceilings in the dressing room, and just an inflatable unicorn fell on me. And I had to go and give it back
That's
to her.
Eurovision.
Knocking at the door.
Welcome. Yeah.
Rylan's got the unicorn again.
I was like, babe, the unicorn's come over again.
We wanted to DM her.
I was
going to
let you DM her off my phone.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, right. So basically, you're
we could
getting
just ring
him to
her.
do it. What? Have you got
I'm
a number?
totally joking.
Yeah,
I'm not ringing her.
so don't do that.
I just saw the blood drain.
You can, if you want to DM her quick, like, I do follow her, like, obviously,
I'm famous in Israel, actually.
Yeah. Do you know who doesn't follow me? Rylan Clark.
True.
Oh, George Bagg. George
killed
Bagg.
everything.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to let you DM
Noah.
Yeah, for me. And then
What would you like me to
Scott,
say?
you
Right, we
can
need to
DM
plot.
Finland, yeah, Joe? Because Joe's obsessed with Finland.
Yeah, but what am I going to say to
I don't know.
Finland?
I don't know what he's going to say
Right,
to...
okay, so I'm going to say to Noah,
Oh, God, I'm scared.
Oh my God, what, you're actually doing it?
hi babe,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Erev Tov, which is good evening.
Oh,
You
I'm
need to
going
know-
to
you
sound...
know that.
Do you want to DM
Yeah, yeah,
Finland
yeah.
off mine?
I'm
Yeah.
going to sound like
Hang on.
such a stud.
Hi babe, Erev Tov, big fan of your song.
Unicorn.
Could I borrow one of your outfits?
What do you want? Do you want hi mate or hi babe? Hi.
See, I normally would say babe, but
babe.
it depends on the context of this message.
I think we go with babe.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, definitely babe.
I'm borrowing an
Me
outfit.
nervously looking at the crew behind, like,
I'm borrowing an
Hi
outfit.
man.
man is fine, yeah.
That's
Keep it.
not you.
Yeah, but I mean, are we going to be best friends? Could be, I don't know.
Hun.
Hun. Yeah,
Hun.
Hi hun. How are you? What do you want? Can you just tell me what you want to say?
yeah.
If it was you,
Do you know
Ryan-
what we'll go with? Because I'm obsessed with the outfit.
Yeah.
Hi, hun. When you're done
Rylan's still typing.
performing,
Meet you. I would love to meet you when you're what?
Back in Finland.
When you're back in Finland.
Can you tell? You can just tell I don't talk to girls when you're people like
back
that.
in
And first
Finland.
DM and everything. Oh no, I'm
Rylan,
Okay.
Rylan set the phone on fire.
I'm about to send.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to press send and then read it back to you.
Yeah,
okay.
So let's do your one first. What have you got?
Hi hun, how are you? This is Takaria.
Yeah.
Would love to meet you when you're. I'm going to put finished with Eurovision.
Or finish with Eurovision.
when you finish.
F-I-double-N-I-S-O.
when you hang on brackets
Finish.
Okay.
with Eurovision.
Yeah.
Okay. With
That's so
Eurovision.
good.
Big fan.
Big fan.
That's a bit weird.
No, big fan. It's funny.
Big fan
Of the shoulders.
of,
Of the
everything
show- of
you
everything,
do. Of
yeah.
everything you do.
Carrier gave me some Carrier earrings last night
Yeah.
of just him dangling about.
You're
Right.
lying.
I'm
You're
sending
living
now.
my
You've got a
dream.
really cool
Yeah, send.
Send.
Right, you need to face ID for me.
Unlock. Right, there
Right,
we go.
okay.
It's done,
Thank
it's done.
you.
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to send the message to Noah now.
Let's hope we get some replies.
And this is
Hey.
what
Read out,
it
read out.
says.
I'll use two. Right, okay, so he sends it and then reads it.
Yeah, fun.
I
Hi,
can't.
babe. Erev Tov. Big fan of your song. Could I borrow one of your outfits for my drag show this evening? Lots of love, hun. XOXO. PS, I think we're the same size. PPS, can you set me up with the guy at the back of your performance? Love you.
Give me a
There it
switch.
is.
Okay.
If there was ever a, I can't say that word.
If you get that outfit, I mean, you'll be laughing though.
Yeah.
That'll go for money.
All I
wouldn't
want
it?
is a DM back. I'm just going to have to like...
Probably not. for that
what
one.
what
Yeah.
a first Eurovision moment for you as well.
I'm
to have
hoping
that
that-
message sent.
The thing is, she's got 1.5 million followers, so the chances of seeing it pretty slim.
I won't be surprised if I get blocked either.
Possibly.
But thank you for that.
I wanted to talk about Lorene's staging as well. Because
Unreal.
the whole time my jaw was on the floor.
Unreal.
Like, it was so good. And the way the crowd erupted with Finland,
Yeah.
they were right in front of us, and I was like, this is almost like a rave.
I think with Loreen, it's better on TV, but whereas Finland is more of a show in the arena
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Finland felt like a rave, didn't it?
Yeah. But Loreen on telly looks incredible.
Because they're going all around with the cameras, aren't
Yeah.
they?
No,
Those
it's a
poor
bit-
blokes
right.
on the
Yeah,
set.
yeah, it's probably a bit weird in the arena because she's in this box.
Yeah.
Toaster.
But on TV, which is the main audience, it works.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, and that's why the votes are always split in the grand final between the public vote and the jury vote. So
Right.
the jury vote are in every
See it.
single country,
Yeah.
like songwriters,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that, that sit there. I think Loreen is going to do unreal with the
think?
jury vote,
Yeah.
and I think Currier is going to do unreal with the public
Yeah.
vote.
It's
gonna happen.
But when they join,
Yeah.
then you work out the score.
Do you think it's like fair that obviously Loreen won, didn't she already?
Absolutely.
And now she's back in.
Yeah,
Do you
because
think
they
that's-
have to go through exactly the
Yeah,
same process.
yeah.
There's no preferential treatment. So an act will go on stage, they have half an hour for their first rehearsal. If you're not finished during that half hour, you are off. You are then put in the viewing room, which
they
is all
have to
behind
go through
closed
the same
doors,
as everyone else.
for half an hour. You get to watch back, make changes.
No.
At that 30 minutes, there is literally like Carol Baldwin going "Ba-da-ba-da-boo" outside. You're out. It doesn't matter if you're a former winner or you're 16 and brand new to, like Victor, and brand new to the
Yeah.
competition. Like everyone
It's like the
gets
Hunger
treated the
Games,
same.
isn't it?
It is a bit.
And she is Katniss. She is going back for the crown.
Yeah, no, for real.
She
For real.
ain't
What did you think when Croatia like?
Well, we had a bet, didn't
Classic
we?
Croatian.
It's mad, wasn't it?
They are the nicest guys
I bet.
you could ever wish to meet. They are so sweet, so lovely. And we were at the opening ceremony. We had a little party afterwards. And people were just getting under their like big skirts and just popping out. Like they're just really nice guys.
They're loads of
and
fun.
for a viewer last night, they would have watched Croatia and thought, "Oh my God, what is going on here?" Yeah. But actually, like they've been together for like 20 odd years, 30 years actually,
famous
and they're like really big like LGBT advocates.
Oh,
like they really fight for what's right. The song is actually about anti-war, even though they're you'd be like, what? But it's actually anyway. They're really, really nice guys.
Yeah.
But
It's a mad performance.
I do think now they're in the final.
Yeah.
I had a bet with you last night. I think now we're in the final, we might see more than we bargained for on BBC.
See, we were
One.
talking about this. Do you think?
Yeah,
I know what they're like. They're anarchists. They're
They've got
disruptors.
form on this. They
they've
have
form.
got completely naked before acts.
In interviews and done things.
They have.
Oh wow! Well,
So good luck, guys.
we will be tuning in.
Yeah,
we will
keep
be
an eye out
tuning
on
in.
Croatia. They might poke your eye out.
Oh, fine,
What did
that's
you
fine.
also think of like Alicia having a bit of a rap last night?
Oh, my
They're
goodness.
amazing
Yeah, we
need to
hosts,
talk about
aren't
this.
they?
We need to talk
I
about
Unreal.
literally,
They are
you
good,
don't
aren't they?
know
Good.
how hard it was not to press that button and go, answer! Like, I mean, I did actually do it at the
You
top of
did
the
it.
show. Yeah, so that's true. But no, I mean, listen, we know how to put on a show in the UK. Like,
Yeah.
BBC Studios and the rest of the team have literally thrown everything at this show. And if semi-1 is anything to go by, semi-2 is going to
unreal.
be fantastic.
Yeah.
And the final is just going to be out this
Are you
week.
going to the final?
No.
No, we're actually watching it from Ibiza.
From Ibiza.
Oh, sure. I feel really bad for you.
Poor you.
It's not Tel Aviv, is
Poor
it?
you.
That's why I've got my linen on.
Yeah, nice.
Because I just thought I'd prep now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's fuming,
I
isn't
don't
he?
think you like that, Joe.
I'm so annoyed that they're going to Ibiza.
Why? The commentary will be in Spanish.
Oh, like a doubt, oh no, what was that? Yep. I thought I was saying something rude then. But I wasn't.
Me staring at the camera like, come on.
It
come
was just
on.
directions.
Is it actually like? What is it like though in your little commentary box stuff? I think that is fun.
We got a nice
Great.
one this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got a nice one this year.
It's the best job in the world,
Yeah, it really
and this
is.
is my favourite week of the whole year.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It is
better
so
than
good.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Really? That's
It's like gay Christmas,
It
kind of,
is.
isn't it?
Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen.
gay Christmas.
There
that's
is also like, it's like, I was just trying to think of what I can say, what I can't say. It's kind of like Mighty Hoopla Festival on like steroids here. Like everyone going, it's just good vibes.
Yeah, everyone's,
Yeah.
it's great.
It is like the gay Olympics are in
But it is
town.
like a
That's the
proper,
right, yeah.
But
yeah.
do you know what? Even though we say that and we joke like we're gay guys, like we can say that. But genuinely, I did say we.
Oh, sorry. I do meant.
Well, after
Don't
that-
worry, let's hope Noah gets back to you. But genuinely, Eurovision is for everyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you are 9 years old or 90 years old.
That's what I mean.
Like,
It's so diverse. Just walking
everyone.
through Liverpool today, you meet like 16-year-olds that are
Yeah.
into it. But then there's some old ladies that I met them today, and they were like, "Oh, Scott, like, we come all the way from Brighton."
Yeah,
so it's
love
for
it.
everyone, and
Yeah.
as long as you come at it with love and a bit of respect
Yes.
for it,
Love, peace, peace.
Absolutely.
everyone is welcome.
It does really grab you though, because I went in there last night and I thought, oh, it's preferred. Like, obviously I've watched Eurovision before, but I've never been to one.
Yeah.
And I thought, am I
he's
going to
out of his
enjoy
depth,
this?
bless him.
And then he's got videos of me like on the railings, like, do you know what I mean? You get right into
and
it.
the thing is, now that you've been to one,
That's it.
you'll always
Well,
watch.
this
Yeah.
is what I'm
You're
concerned
gonna get
about.
FOMO now.
We'll be
I'm
there
gonna
every,
get
we'll be there every year.
I'm gonna get hooked.
You need to keep this TikTok going, you know what I mean?
we're just gonna
speak to the right people once a year.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh, TikTok, bring him back next year.
If you're watching, which I know they are in the other room. Also, Rita Ora's performance.
Yes.
We were saying before you guys came in that it was almost like Super Bowl-esque with that little mashup.
Yeah.
And the amount of dancers that came out of nowhere as well.
57.
57!
57 dancers.
Shut up.
Yeah, but this is normal for us. You know,
Yeah.
we had Madonna in Tel Aviv, Justin Timberlake. Like, people are now realising that Eurovision isn't what it maybe was perceived as in the sort of early to late noughties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Eurovision is the biggest music show on the planet, and people get majorly famous from it. And we see, like, we're joking about Noah Carell from Israel. She is one of Israel's biggest pop stars. Like, countries send their massive people
Yeah.
to Eurovision because, like, you look at people like Måneskin, you know, getting Grammys and stuff like
Yeah,
this. Like,
yeah.
it's not just, you know, Scooch flying the flag, like what
not.
people think it is, as much as we love Scooch.
Yeah.
Apparently, Gemini were performing in John Lewis earlier. I
They
can't
were,
believe
yeah.
it. Like, it's all going on in Liverpool.
But, like,
It's like a fever dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're someone like Justin Timberlake, right? You're like, where's the best place to, which was Can't Stop the Feeling, right? The
To
song.
flog my new song.
Where's the best place I could perform my new song to the biggest audience? 160 million people on
Yeah.
Eurovision.
Yeah.
Nuts, isn't it?
I was saying earlier as well, I feel like artists are like let's get the gays involved. Like, I feel like it's always like, oh, you know, we want this to chart. Bring in the gays.
Yeah.
Genuinely,
Pink pound out.
honestly, that's how I feel like it's been. But so, what are your plans? You know, after the final, have you got any?
Oh, actually, I do know your plan, which I'll be there. Obviously, because I'm stuck to you. Like a tattoo. You're DJ.
I am DJ.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
We're going to have
a party. You won't be there. You'll be in the beef.
Yeah, you'll be in a We're
I'll
going to
fly
have a
back.
nice little party for May, obviously, to
Yes.
celebrate May. We do it every year
That'd be
with
lovely.
our act. And Scott's going to DJ. I'll be rolling around on the floor.
Yeah.
Probably with May, to be honest. And yeah, that's our plan for the final. But we always say every year we never plan anything.
No.
We never plan because day to day, I mean, this year we are working more than we normally do because obviously we're host country. No shade. Let me go out. Want to go Euroclub?
We heard about Euroclub last night from May as well. Is that the place?
Have you not
then?
been?
No.
I have.
maybe
You've got to go
tonight.
Euroclub. You have to go
There's a
Euroclub.
show, isn't there?
Conchita's on tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Rise like a friend.
We'll
Looks
have
like we're
to
going
go.
out.
Yeah. You're
We'll
going
have to
out.
go. You only
Go.
got Eurovision in Liverpool once.
Yeah,
really do.
well, you never know. Could
You
come
never
back.
know. Who do you guys honestly think though, like will win?
Or are you allowed to say this?
No.
I don't think
Well, no, we're not.
They're impartial,
However,
George.
I have the official party line.
Okay,
don't
go.
I?
Or no, not the, yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've got this.
It's got it. It's got it. Yeah.
Well, as United Kingdom commentators, we obviously are behind our girl Mae Muller and got all of our fingers crossed. Looking at the fan favourites as it currently stands, we do believe that potentially it could be quite a Nordic Scandi heavy top five. However, we do see a lot of changes between semi-1 and semi-2 once the public see the staging, and we look forward to seeing who will win the Eurovision Song Contest.
I feel like I just watched a little Britain sketch.
Yeah, it was like that.
That was good.
Well, thank you.
The next station is Liverpool Central.
So good.
Oh my god.
What's
I
it
love
like though for you on final day? Your schedule, like
Crazy.
Is it? Is
But,
it just
yeah, it's,
mental?
As Carrier says, crazy party.
It's crazy party.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
really
party.
mad, yeah.
there's a lot
non-stop.
going on. Yeah.
But you wouldn't change it for the world.
Well,
No.
this year it's actually even busier. I'm hosting the one show Saturday night before the
No
final.
way.
Yeah.
But the one show for Eurovision finishes at 8 as the Eurovision starts. So I believe, I don't know if this is true.
You're being
but-
carried.
But yes, the last
Literally.
10 minutes
Being
is me
carried.
basically being like carried through the arena up to the box because
And
my
that's-
heels are that big.
Yeah, but imagine if you could have told childhood Rylan that I'm going to be carried from the one show up
Oh my
the
God, it's like the
stairs.
second coronation of the week.
I'm sorry, that sounds like every gay guy's dream.
Right, he's going to be carried
Carried through the
yeah.
arena.
I'm not doing the stairs.
Confetti cannons. Just get like some topless guys covered in gold.
yeah.
No, you're like.
Don't quote me.
Oh,
I'm just going to do it all backstage now and just be like, no, I can't. I'm too shy. Too shy. Don't look
it.
at me. I'm shy.
I'm obsessed with that. I'm obsessed with that. Well, thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on.
Cheers. Thank you
Honestly,
very
it's been a
much. Guys, you've been
pleasure.
Happy
Legends.
first Eurovision.
Thank you. George, how nice was Scott and Rylan? I just had the best time ever.
I know you did because you fancy Rylan. Next up, we have Kyron and Ayame.
I can just see
Guys-
our guests coming in now.
We've had two very beautiful, lovely people come in. We have Kyron and Ayame. Hello.
Hello.
See me.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you? Oh,
God.
Sorry. Sorry.
hello, babe.
Hi.
You all right? How are
Oh,
you?
you're
Not like I
both
didn't
in,
see
like,
you at breakfast this morning.
with
How
your
are
3
you?
sausages.
How are
Should have
we?
got your mum in as well.
I know.
know, what's going
She's
on?
upstairs, trapped in the room.
Is she?
Yeah. Get out of there.
Is she getting ready?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, not really.
Guys, do you like this? Do you like all this?
It's
Very
really
nice.
bright.
Cool, isn't it?
Yes.
So bright.
I'm surprised you didn't come in with like 50 lanyards on, I'm not going to lie.
I should have
Literally.
denied. Actually, at home, they're a very sacred item.
Don't travel with them.
They might get stolen. Then what would I do?
How was your journey to Liverpool, by the way? On the train, smooth?
I didn't train it.
Did you not?
I
Did you
drove.
drive?
I drove.
How long was the drive?
Yeah, 4 hours. 4 hour drive. It didn't feel like that though because I was playing Britney, and all of the Eurovision songs. And
So you're enjoying the mic?
Which ones?
yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like Britney. Could you hear me say I feel like Britney?
No, but
Crazy. Sorry.
I thought the exact same thing. I was born to
literally.
do this. I wanted them to cut the cameras so I could rise up. Like, you know, like when they're under the stage and they're like 5, 4, and then I was going to come, but my knees would have clicked and everyone would have known that I'm 26 and decrepit, so...
No, but that's why they have to lift a thing.
Yeah,
so you don't
well,
actually have
we
to...
don't have the budget for that.
Oh.
Move through there.
Yeah. Skinny queen.
So, obviously, your mum is a massive Eurovision fan.
She's huge.
And I learned that last
I'm a
night.
fan. Sorry. She's a huge fan. She's a huge fan. Sorry.
Did not just call you mum.
She's a huge fan. I mean, she's a huge fan. She's a huge fan. Stop it! I love you, mum. I love you so much. You're literally...
That was so out of pocket.
I'm so sorry. I meant she's a huge fan. And then I realised because I said she's huge. She's a great fan.
If you're just tuning in, we are live.
And a fan.
Yeah,
I'm not
she
my
is.
bag.
She's a great girl.
Oh.
Love you, mum, so much. But yeah, no, she's a massive fan.
Yeah.
She's a huge fan. Sorry. She's a huge fan.
And Kyron, how long have you been a fan for? Is it like a kind of thing forever or recent?
No, I got introduced to Eurovision like 2 years ago.
How did you? Yeah.
Past, 3 years. 3 years.
Wow.
Fine. Similar to us, we're quite recent as well.
Yeah.
Like, we were very into Sam Ryder last year. I feel like it's better when they're doing well. I know everyone hates us for saying that, but
It's true, isn't
you
it?
root for them better if you know they're doing well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And live, it's unreal. You'll love it. Like,
can't
it's like a
wait.
It's
massive
really
party,
weird.
wasn't it?
It's weird seeing it like actually in life. You know?
But your mum
off.
was loving it as well. Like when
No,
she
she
saw
was.
Conchita, I've never seen anyone so
She cried.
excited.
She cried.
I saw your video. I saw your video.
Yeah, because Conchita's like her,
Idol.
like she actually used to listen to Rise Like a Phoenix, like it was literally a hymn. It was crazy. Love her.
I love
So,
that.
what did you think of last night's performances, though?
It was great.
was your
My
favourite?
favourite was Serbia because it was like an Evanescence-y vibe. I say that to everyone because it was like a meow, meow, meow. It's like really like na 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 na. You know what I mean?
That'll do it. That'll do it.
I thought, did you not like Finland and stuff? We
I
love
did.
Finland.
It was fun, but it's basically like it's like a proper Eurovision-y song. Like they always have
why
like
I love
a
it.
yeah.
Can you give us a bit?
Yeah.
'Cause I wasn't there, so I need
It was
to.
just
It just basically is like
Cha
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 cha cha.
cha cha.
It's
Oh.
yeah.
Basically like that.
It's
Yeah.
that was it. That was all 4
and that
seconds.
was it. Yeah, he was great. He was great. I have a question on here, but I don't know if I can ask you. But I'm going to ask you anyway. But please don't hate me for asking. How are you ready to enjoy your first single Eurovision?
Yes. Yeah. I was thinking about that a lot.
I was like, oh,
No, yeah, I am. I'm ready to enjoy
Yeah.
it. Do you know what? I actually love staying in a hotel room on my own, so...
do you?
Yeah, I do.
My
It's like a
bed is
retreat.
huge in this hotel room, by the way. I thought it was because I was really small, but it's like,
Yeah, the bath. I had a bath
had a-
today. The
I had a
bath.
Yeah, the buff's huge.
yeah.
First one of the week. No. Oh, it was a joke.
Oh, okay. I thought it was real.
Jesus Christ,
Great
George.
breakfast.
If you guys could sing like a song in Eurovision, what
Yeah.
song would it be? What would you do? Would you do like a mellow thing and have you be the only person there with the light on you, or would you be like cha cha
No,
cha?
I want
Be
dancers.
nuts and mental.
I'd want dancers.
Yeah.
I'd want to be basically like what Spain was and Israel.
Okay.
Spain was
I
like
loved
when you said
Israel.
2 years
Loved
ago. It's, of course you did.
Loved
Of
Israel.
course he did.
Hey,
No,
I
she's
loved
stunning.
it.
She's
He
a
ran back to his
stunning
room last night. I had no idea what was going on. He was like, I love Israel.
I just
I was
loved
like,
Israel.
okay,
Wow.
okay.
Sorry,
Watch
yeah.
the video again.
Yeah, but no, she's great, isn't she? So you'd be more upbeat. What would you do?
I would do like I would have like a theme tune that's like around Antarctica
Sing
and
the
just have
theme
loads
tune.
of penguins on stage.
Antarctica.
Yeah, I'd have loads of penguins on stage, and then it comes down with me from the ceiling, just like this. And that's what I do. That's what I do.
that
It's
be your
just,
song?
it's just one note,
Would be-
one continuous note, just going up and down, up
And
and down.
what would the note be?
Oh,
It would start there, and it would probably end like, finish.
you can't go higher.
Magical.
No,
Yeah, you have to-
vibrato.
Oh.
Vibrato.
You have
that-
to finish on a big one, on a big high note. Whoa.
That was good, wasn't it?
I think I could bust out a whistle note
If
Oh,
we
come
win,
on.
easily.
oh.
What,
Oh
England?
no! I was going to. Yeah, I was going to say if
UK.
England win, if the UK win,
Sorry.
if the UK
Oh.
win Eurovision, can you do a TikTok of you singing "I Wrote a Song"?
Yeah.
Just the entire thing.
Where
Start to
do I
finish.
need to do it? I'll go abroad for it. Tell me a country.
Yeah.
Tell me a country and I'll do it.
If we win,
You're getting a holiday out of it, basically.
I've got to pay for it, so.
Yeah, true.
yeah, we'll go to Finland or something. I don't
All
know.
right, Finland.
Oh, yeah,
If we
whoever
win, I'll go
wins. Why don't
Finland.
you go to the country? Oh, no, we win.
It's the second
If
person.
we win.
That's kind of rubbing it in, though. No,
I don't think
you
we'll win,
on the
though.
doorstep,
Is that bad?
just going.
Wrote this song.
What song would
do
you
it.
sing, Ayame? What would it be?
No, I feel like I don't know.
I could see you doing
We were
like,
asking this yesterday, actually, weren't we?
I could see you doing like a Whitney song or something.
Why?
Girl, the big
You
lungs.
saying I'm talented?
Girl.
I am.
I was going to ask, if, from anyone you know, maybe like more in the creator economy, you know, on TikTok, who would be voted to represent the UK next year, right? Who would you choose?
I'd choose Maddie.
We said
Yeah,
that.
we said that.
We said she'd have to do the tongue the whole time.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
How fun would
Her
that
song
be?
would be called Love You.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. She just like slides down from the back of the stage on a massive tongue.
Love you. Let's go to everyone in the crowd.
You know a video that's talking about Barcelona? She'd be like, talking about Spain and be like, from Barcelona. Sorry. Anyway, she's off, mate.
She'd kill it.
I'm obsessed.
I've actually got some Eurovision facts for you guys, by the way.
I know them all.
Is it a quiz or a fact?
Actually, we can turn it into a quiz.
No.
You tried
oh
to
my
do
God,
this
that'd be
yesterday.
so fun.
Okay, well, let me.
I'm really competitive.
Nah, I'm going on.
Okay.
Do you know how to do this?
That was really hard. I thought I'd
get that
absolutely smashed that.
Yeah, but when you get
Did you know?
That's actually really funny.
Right, so who is the most successful people from Eurovision? So
ABBA.
Ever to come out?
ABBA.
country.
No,
Oh,
like act, artist.
ABBA.
ABBA?
Yeah, it is.
That's not a fact.
That is a fact.
Everyone knows ABBA.
That's fact.
Well, you
No,
just had
that
to-
is a fact.
Yeah, but that, like, it's like everyone knows that fact.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. In 2001, the largest audience ever attended the Eurovision Song Contest.
Where was
How
it?
many?
How many people was it?
Does anyone know where it was?
Wembley can do like 90,000 full
No,
capacity.
more than that. Oh,
Full
what
capacity.
capacity?
No, yeah, no, it's in the
Capacity.
stadium. So
Yeah, but I'm comparing it to like Wembley. Wembley can hold 90,000.
Yeah, but we didn't have it in Wembley.
I know.
Yeah, it was
I'm trying to like.
Also, I don't.
And it's not. It was.
Oh no! Sorry.
It wasn't in a football
Spinach
stadium or
is
anything. It
liquid.
was in like an arena.
Arena.
Oh.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
got to
I'm
think
gonna
arenas
say-
are like.
Oh, like
O2.
what's the no,
O2.
What's the football one? What's the football one in Spain? Camp Nou.
No, but that's a football stadium. I said an
Yeah, but
arena
it's
is in.
huge. Isn't that an arena?
The
Isn't that
O2
from, like,
is in an
Monsters, Inc?
You got to think. Like it's never going to be in
200,000 people.
600,000.
Oh my god!
Sorry, that was
no to attend.
Yeah.
How many? 600,000.
200,000.
I didn't even know stadiums that held that.
Okay, 300,000.
She don't know what she's talking about.
Okay, it was 38,000.
Slow week.
I was thinking, oh, Wembley, it's an arena. I think it's going to be more.
No,
Yeah.
arenas are smaller, and I think like this one's quite small, isn't it? It's
that holds like a couple of thousand, I think. No,
Couple of thousand.
thousand.
There's a couple thousand in my row. Are you joking?
Yeah,
in your row.
George.
Yeah.
Girl.
George.
Do you know?
This is my favourite question.
No, I'm not going to answer.
No, please,
No, I'm
just
gonna
ask it because it's so funny.
I'm
This
gonna ask-
question's on the paper,
Okay.
but there's no.
Wait, I'm going to ask a proper question.
Can I give you that?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Hey,
I'm going
sorry,
to ask
sorry.
a proper question.
Okay.
Why did Eurovision get into the Guinness World Record books?
This is a good
This
question.
is a good question.
Good question.
Why?
George.
Can you give it? Can you give
Give us a clue, yeah.
So, like, no, I'd probably give it away.
Okay.
No, give us a clue.
Tell us now.
What's it about?
Do you not know the answer?
I do know the answer.
Yeah, but what's it about? Is it like people? Is it about countries? It's about.
It's about Eurovision. As a
Jesus. Are you joking?
It's about.
The most people that have voted for something?
No.
Okay.
That was a good guess, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's like just that's what I mean. It's about
Me, tell
Eurovision.
me.
Longest running TV. Oh, really? Really?
Yeah,
Really?
girl. Yep, that's right. That's correct. That is correct.
It's the longest
Yeah.
running TV. Correct.
Right. Do you want to hear this question that we've got written down?
I'm obsessed with this because you might know the answer because we definitely don't.
I've got
Okay,
a feeling
no,
some's missing.
I love
I
it.
get
Can
this
I
right,
read
really
it?
smart.
No, let me read it.
I
Okay,
am,
right, it's
I am.
funny.
Crazy.
Okay.
So the question is.
The Rosie's behind the camera going, oh no, oh no.
The question is.
Go on.
Did you know Bonnie Tyler, Cliff
Oh,
Richard,
yeah.
and Olivia Newton-John? That's the question.
Yes.
All performed at Eurovision.
I don't know. We don't have the
I
rest
did.
of the question.
I know.
They all
Did you know
perform-
that?
Yeah.
Well, did you know that Celine Dion also performed?
Yes, she did.
Is
What,
that
as
her?
a entrant?
Here's the thing.
Celine
Do
Dion
you want to
is
hear a
my whole
fact?
go on.
Actually, I have a fact.
Okay,
for you.
hit me.
You know, the performer actually doesn't have to be from the country. There has to be one person on stage that's from the country. Is this? Should I just take over?
Yeah.
Should I
Yeah.
actually be? Hi.
Sorry.
There has to
You're
be.
lying.
No, like so Ukraine. This may not be a fact. I'm actually. Don't. Ukraine
You're
right
live.
now.
I feel like we're going to have some.
Cancelled. No, I think the Ukrainian artist that's singing is not actually from Ukraine,
Okay.
but the people performing around him are Ukrainian.
Can we confirm that behind the
Can we
camera
please
with a
fact check
whisper?
that before I get
There is
cancelled?
some frantic typing behind the camera right now. Yeah. Your agent's like,
Everyone in the room, cut the camera.
Collaborating.
oh my God.
But you know, you don't actually have to be
the main performer doesn't have to be from the country.
Yeah.
I never knew
That's
that.
why Celine Dion performed for somewhere.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this Not My Bag live special with Rylan, Scott Mills, Kyron and Ayame.
Joe, how funny was that? That was one of my favourites, I think.
I know, and it's because you fancy Ayame, don't you?
Oh, we've got to stop this.
Anyway, next up we have the amazing Sam Ryder popping in to have a chat.
Guys, look who's just turned up. Come on in.
Come on.
Interrupting. Is this okay?
I love the outfit.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? How are you? You smell great.
Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
you feel
thank you
good.
very much.
Great.
I just literally ran
Take
over
a
from the
seat.
rain.
Take a seat.
But we're here now. I've got my Britney mic on.
You are? Do you like that? That's what everyone
Enjoyed
calls
it.
it.
I'm
everyone
loving
says
it.
Don't they? Damn it.
You're probably used to wearing mics like this, aren't you?
No, this has become.
Is this fancy?
Well, no, this seems to be the new thing.
Oh.
Like since all the shows and interviews here, like everyone's putting these mics on. Hurt your ears. Absolutely.
Do you like
Well, I
it?
think
They're not
it's
a bit of
right.
you.
Yeah, I hate it
Fine.
actually.
See, I'm not very good. I wobble them about a bit when I've
Yeah.
got a microphone. Not that I'm a natural born singer.
Yeah, not
unlike
like
yourself. You know what I mean?
I'll change that by the end of this.
Only in the shower, do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
I can't wait for these singing lessons to come.
How have you been, though?
Fantastic, mate.
Thank
How you guys been?
Yeah, really
All
good. Thank you
Yes,
for coming on.
good.
as well,
This is
though.
our first ever Eurovision.
Yeah.
But you've watched it before, right?
Yeah,
have.
but only
you, really.
you.
You were the
I'm
one.
not just saying that, but you know what I mean.
You were the one. And
But listen, right, all right, be honest. When did you tune in last year to the actual show? Was it when it was starting to go off on Twitter or something?
No.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? You know?
I remember we were sat watching the final with you, and it was so funny because me and George were just like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
It's great. Like, we love it now. We're hooked, but it's so
Isn't it
funny.
great? It's
Yeah, it
amazing,
is.
man. It's so cool like, to see like the younger generation, like the kids getting involved in it and like
Yes.
getting stoked about this thing that has been around for seemingly forever. But
Nearly 70
now
years.
it's here. Yeah.
67 years it's been around.
Yeah.
It's
Do you want to know a
nuts.
cool fact in the
Tell
whole
me.
time,
I've
right?
got facts, but you
Hit
tell
us.
No, mate, yeah, forget about them. Watch this.
Chuck 'em,
Right?
chuck 'em.
In the 67 years, it's look at me. In the 67 years it's been going, not one person that's been at the side of the stage about to go on has bottled it, ever.
Really?
In all those contestants, and you're always playing in front of millions, like hundreds of millions of people.
Yeah.
No one's ever
Really?
been like, I can't do it, can't go out. Everyone goes out.
Well,
How amazing is that?
May said there's meant to be 160 million people watching the final on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a ton of people.
I probably would be that
That
one
is a ton
person.
of people. That is definitely a ton
My
of people.
niece would be.
I'd probably
my
be that
niece
one
would
person who
shaking.
wouldn't be able to go on. I can't lie. And I'd let it
I
down
have faith in you,
everyone.
mate. Next year when you go
Next
for it, all right?
year is
Yeah.
coming. It's coming. So
Next
how long
year.
have you been up in Liverpool so far? Like,
Feels like about 10 years, but Monday.
oh, okay, so not
But a
too
good
long.
10 years, the best 10 years of my
Yeah.
life.
I
Like,
love
it's been,
Liverpool. I
It's
love it.
wicked, isn't it?
It's really cool.
Everyone's just, yeah, like the atmosphere is perfect, like setting for
Good
for
vibes.
Eurovision because everyone's just incredibly welcoming and yeah, it's just a kind vibe here. Like
Yeah. Well, I've never been before, but
Yeah.
George.
Second
George
time
has.
here, but it's very different experience for something like this. It feels like a massive festival.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we
yeah.
went.
Northerners are so nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're lovely too, so I'm guessing you're loving this.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's great.
Absolutely
Great.
loving
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was. We went to watch semi-final one, and it was unreal, weren't it? It was like a massive party. We watched
Yeah.
Finland. They were
Yeah, yeah.
unreal. Cha cha cha.
Yeah, yeah,
So
coming
good.
out
We
the
saw-
box.
Yeah, we saw
Honestly,
Lorraine.
honestly.
It was really, really good.
Lorraine, the whole stadium was like, I've never seen people go off like that.
Yeah.
It was like Beyonce. Like
It's a
Eurovision's
heroic
Beyonce.
performance, man. Like
Yeah.
I mean, she's a veteran. She knows what she's doing. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of amazing talent on that stage this year.
Yeah.
Would you ever be like, you know what? I'm gonna do it again for the UK.
Who knows? Loreen obviously said, like, never say never, and I'd probably say the same thing. But what I would say is that a year is a preciously sort of short but also long amount of time for new emerging talent. So I think it's like in the UK, we've got a lot of catching up to do, and we're seemingly in like a really good spot with Eurovision now.
Yep.
So it'd be amazing to celebrate the plethora of diverse talent
Yeah.
that we have here. So every year is incredibly like precious
To get
in that
someone
regard,
else
to get
new in,
someone
yeah.
new to go and do their thing and,
Yeah, of
course.
and take to that stage.
We've really upped our game. It was mainly since you, though, making your head bigger and bigger and bigger.
Don't
you were the
stop,
one that,
stop
you
it.
were the one
No,
that
no,
really
no,
brought
honestly,
it back for
I got
us.
to put a sock in that straight away because there was a team of us, like 10, 15 people. It was a tight-knit little sort of conspiratorial crew last year against all odds that we made that happen. We had no
Yeah.
expectation that it was in the stars or that it would come to pass, but
Yeah.
we all held each other up. We stayed positive. We went through the whole process with as much grace as we could, and
it was nuts.
and it was wicked.
was
Like
nuts.
we just retained that optimism. Like regardless of where we were going to finish on the night, we knew that the opportunity would lay in the build up to it and like showing ourselves as true fans of this thing and whatever was going to happen was going to happen.
Yeah.
Then we sat on the sofa and the points started coming in. We couldn't believe it. I fell over.
Well, that's the thing that I remember most vividly is like
we got points shouting at the camera.
more and more, and then I was like to my mum,
we had to stop saying it because it came off wrong.
I was like, we're going up again, and then you go up another place, and I'm like, we're going up again. But like, what was it like last year for you? How did it start? How did you kind of get like approached?
Yeah, because you're interested
what was it
in this
like?
to see what the start of your Eurovision journey was when you got selected to.
Well,
when did you know
to
you
be
were doing
honest, listen,
Spaceman?
so Spaceman was written a year and a half before I even got the phone call to do Eurovision.
Okay.
And let me tell you, there weren't like a rush to the door to go and do Eurovision. It was an open goal. Anyone could really, if they wanted to do it, because it was seen as a poison chalice, and rightly so, arguably, because a lot of like amazing artists had gone to do it for whatever reason. Who knows why? It didn't work out. Bottom of the table or whatever, or like not necessarily like setting the world on fire points wise, which is only half the. We can't get into that. We haven't got enough time. But music to music, points are points. But anyway, someone somewhere along the line heard the song Spaceman, and they were like, "This would be a wicked Eurovision song."
Sure.
And then I got a phone call saying, "Hey, someone in the Eurovision team has heard it. They'd like it to be a Eurovision song," and I was like, "Oh, I love Eurovision."
Yeah.
Like, I've been a fan for years, man. But I never thought that it'd be sort of in my future.
Yeah.
So it felt in that moment in time, I remember being pulled over in the car and thinking to myself, like, do I do this?
Yeah.
And because my heart was saying, oh my God, I'm a massive fan, let's do it. And then my brain kicked in straight away and was like, you'll ruin your career. You'll come last, you'll kill everything that you've worked for, and you'll never be seen again. You know,
So
but I was like,
nah,
I'm not listening to that. I'm not gonna let your enthusiasm overcome your fear.
Yeah.
You know?
And then once you've done that, was it just like full steam ahead? Like
Yeah.
straight
Well,
into
the thing is, like, I was a bit
things like that.
I was a bit like tricky with because I knew that if I went back to them straight away, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I know what these people are like right, in the industry. No, what it is, they'll put you to work straight away.
Right.
You know, I bet you guys know the situation. If you say yes to something, I know what these people are like. They'll be an interview the next day. You'll be on Good Morning Britain, like before you've even like got out of your bathrobe.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
you
don't
wanted a
actually
bit
have
of
a bathrobe, funny enough. but before I got out my crochet. But yeah, so I was on a tour at the time, first ever headline tour, coming out of lockdown and all that sort of stuff. A lot of the reason that tour even existed was because of TikTok and like, singing in like shed for lockdown and that.
Because you're the most followed artist on TikTok, is that right?
I think I don't know. I haven't checked
last
lately,
time I
am
checked. Oh, you were.
Don't check. We are. Yeah.
You were.
No.
Which is still mental. Which is still mental.
Grace, who are we close to? Who's now? Go on, speak.
In
the UK. Do we still have it?
UK artist.
The most followed UK artist.
You're the most followed. I knew I had that
Listen,
fact
Ed,
up there.
I know you're watching this. He always tunes into these lives, all right, Ed? You'll probably have it next week, but
but no, like that is incredible.
That's still really, really
that
good.
is incredible.
Mate, we've like held onto it with the tips of our fingers for a while.
So did you come up via TikTok then? Is that what started it for you?
Yeah, I was singing in the corner of my shed over lockdown, and that all sort of started going well. And we had this headline tour in the UK that was sold out. So all of these things were like looking up. And then when you got posed the question of doing Eurovision, you were like, it's all going well. Do I risk it? And so I chose to risk it because I'm a fan of it. And to say no, then you've got to live with yourself saying, knowing that you've said no to something that you love because you're worried about the perception of other people. And I don't want to live like that.
I also feel like, obviously, as you were saying, getting asked to do Eurovision is like a once in a lifetime thing, really. Because as you said, there's so much talent coming through. Yeah. So like for you to turn that down, you probably would be kicking yourself, like, why didn't I do it? But it obviously worked out. And we came second, the best we've done in years and years and years. Yeah. And the whole experience was just amazing. Do you know what I mean? To watch it, you were in Turin, weren't you?
Yes, Turin.
How was that?
Oh, amazing.
Italy,
boiling hot. Absolutely roasting. Yeah.
And you were like in your spaceman suit and I bet
I was in my pants before that. And listen, I was laying down in the dressing room and it was the day before the final. So that evening we were playing the jury final, which if you know Eurovision, like that's important. You need to like do well on that show. And I just had my rehearsal before that and it went terribly. My in-ears weren't working. It was boiling hot and I don't do well in the heat because I'm Irish. And so like I don't sound it, but I am. And then, so I was laying down in my dressing room, literally in my pants with a soaking wet towel. I don't know what I'm doing here. But with a soaking wet towel over my face. And then there was a knock on the door and Graham Norton pops his head in and I'm like, All right, Graham, this first time we'd met.
No way, that's so good.
What a story that is as well.
So when was like the first time you actually started singing and you were like, I'm quite good at this?
Mate, well, thank you.
Last week.
No, I started singing when I was a kid, like when I was in primary school. I remember first time singing in front of people was S Club 7, Reach for the Stars. I got bullied bad after that. I'm going to tell you, they let me have it.
Oh, what a song though! What a song!
What a banger!
What a song! Wait, so who was your like favourite artist growing up?
Well, like when I was old enough to actually make my own choices, do you know what I mean? Because you kind of you listen to your parents' music. My parents, thankfully, had like wicked taste in music. But when I started listening and like buying my own records, like Sum 41 were one of my favourite bands, and they just announced that they're splitting up, which is gutting. But yeah, big up Sum 41. If Derek's watching this, I'm sure he is.
Big up Derek.
Yeah.
Big up Derek.
I'll see you, Derek.
So what's like? Because I always remember back at like the first single I ever bought. Mine was Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Then
That's a good one.
I know, and then it was the Dangerously in Love like album after that.
Yeah.
But because I don't know, because we talk about this because George is 6 years younger. Because I remember going into the record shop and buying it with my mum, like with the CDs.
Yeah.
But I don't even like.
I just don't like.
You never got the experience.
No, I
there.
never went into anywhere. And
That's
bought
so
one.
sad.
Never been crate digging.
No,
it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm just more like.
Oh, mate, it makes you
iTunes
insufferable.
and-
It's great. Yeah, if you dig for your vinyl and then you can tell everyone that you do. It's
I love a
brilliant.
CD. Speaking of,
Yeah.
Ah, look at that.
Do you like what you did there?
it's almost like we knew you were coming. It's almost like we knew you were coming.
Do you have like any rituals or anything that when you go to perform, you're like, right, I've got to wear these special pants? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Or like, make sure you don't speak for 2 hours before, so you know you've got the vocals.
I do actually try and shut up before I sing, which I'm not doing now. It's funny. But Mario Kart, it's a good one.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Relaxes you.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't relax me at all.
I was going to say, because you're hyped.
So stressed. But yeah, that's usually after the show. But before, a lot of ginger tea, a lot of warm-ups. Just try and listen to music that makes me feel like...
Feel good.
Feel hyped up and, just like ready to put your offering out there on the table musically, you know?
Nice.
What was it like standing there, about to walk on and do Spaceman like last year? Were you just like, it's now or never sort of thing? Did you have any nerves kick in?
You know what? You've got to be well careful with your mindset there because we all have romanticized sadness or like pressure before, right?
Yeah,
so like sometimes, let's say you're going through a breakup and you put on the saddest music imaginable and you almost like picture yourself in some like heartbreak film, and you can do the same with pressure. You can like be about to walk on stage and saying to yourself, that's it, this is my Rocky Balboa moment. I've got I'm going to walk out there. This is it. And if you do that, I guarantee you'll mess it up. You'll trip even on your shoelace or something like that, or you'll fumble the first word. You've got to, for me at least, all I can speak as my experience is that you've got to relinquish control first and foremost, because that gets rid of your ego. And you just trust that the years that you've been doing something will come to support you and hold you up. And also remember and keep telling yourself over and over and over, it's through you, it's not of you. So you're not stepping out onto that stage hoping that you receive any kind of blessing or adoration from total strangers. The blessing and the gratitude should be aimed at the fact that you're there in the first place.
Yeah, and I feel you. Well, on the topic of George saying you perform in Spaceman, did you ever want to be an astronaut? When you were
I did actually. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I remember, embarrassing on this, but
when I was like
really young, I remember saying to my mum, like as a kid, like, "Oh, Ma, I want to be an astronaut, but I don't want to leave you behind." Like, I was so yeah.
Oh, would you love to go to space?
Mate, I remember being 16 like I was yesterday.
Do you know what? If I said that to Mum now, she'd be like, "Just go."
Sod off.
Give me a break. Just head off. Do you know what I mean?
I've actually got a space quiz here. Got a couple of questions for you. So.
Okay, right.
And you've got the answers.
I've got the answers, right?
Yeah.
So we need to... I'm actually going to give them to you then as well. It's been a long old week at Eurovision, I'll tell you that.
If you get any of these, it's fair play, because I'm not a space guy myself, but...
You're not a space guy yourself?
Well, like, I don't
I would assume not.
That should have been the song, shouldn't it?
Yeah, Space Guy.
Written by George Bagg. Right, so name the planets in order from the sun.
Oh, come off it.
That is hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's really hard.
There's a poem about swimming under a pier, isn't there? That
I didn't write these questions.
Right, it's definitely Mercury.
Oh, yeah.
From the sun.
Yeah.
And then I reckon it's Venus.
And then Mars.
Yeah, wow.
And then...
Don't try and fry him off.
I think it is Mars.
And then the sun?
Is it?
It's Earth.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, obviously.
And then Mars, and then Mars.
Then Mars, and then it will be the asteroid belt. If that counts.
Jupiter. Yeah.
I thought you were going. Yeah, Jupiter. But yeah, asteroid belt. Then Jupiter. Then it's Saturn. Then it's Neptune.
Uranus.
Nah, it's Uranus.
Is Uranus even a planet anymore?
Yeah, no, Pluto's
Yes,
not a
it's
planet.
Pluto.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't do well at school, did I? So
Yeah, well, you are Uranus.
give me a break.
I love that you didn't do well at school so much that you had to ask someone else that you didn't do. No, I didn't do well at school, did I?
That's how bad. That's how bad.
That's how bad things have gone.
All right, fine. We did do bad.
I think we kind of fell apart on that, but I weren't counting.
Which planet is named after the Roman god of war?
Mars.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a Scooby.
I wouldn't know that.
No idea. Which planet has a day which lasts 8 months? A day which lasts 8 months.
A day which
That's a long old day.
That's how
Feels
my
like
hangovers
today,
feel.
mate.
What a long day.
I was going to say Eurovision week for you.
Yeah. I'm going to just guess Jupiter.
Venus.
It's Venus. I don't blame you. That was hard. Which force bends light ray travelling through the universe? Does that even make sense?
Let me have a read of that. What's this
Which
one?
force?
Which force
Bends light rays.
Bends light rays, gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're from Essex, aren't you?
Yeah.
How do you know these
This is good. You're making us look really stupid.
I didn't even go kegs, mate.
You're making, I was going to say, it's screaming kegs what you're doing
mate,
right now.
no chance.
Yeah.
What
I
is the
could get in
largest
there.
planet in our solar system?
Jupiter.
Yep.
Okay, I feel like you
Mate,
played
I'm
down
the
like
spaceman.
I feel like
Do you know
these
what
are
I mean?
cracker questions, though.
No, but
these
I
are
feel
cracker
like
questions.
Sam played this down at the start and was like, "Oh, this is gonna be really hard."
Yeah.
He's like, "Bam, bam, bam." What is the name of the first man on the moon? I still don't know.
This is a trick, isn't it?
No.
Everyone's behind the camera,
Wait,
like nodding,
no.
like he
Why
ain't
is
got
everyone
no
nodding?
chance
I
here.
don't know this. Armstrong.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was. Can you give us a clue?
That's what I've
they
got.
said it was.
That's
Is it
literally,
Neil
that's literally what
Armstrong?
I've got
It's
on
what
here.
you got. Fantastic.
But
I thought it
there
was a
is-
trick question.
Yeah, I know there's that stuff that he
I
wasn't.
thought someone
but-
else might like, as he
Yeah.
was getting out, someone just went, excuse Neil.
I would have
that'd be
done
me.
that.
I would have.
That'd be me.
I would pull Joe back.
I would be like, hi,
"Hi,
mum.
Hey Neil, you forgot your...
Yeah. Oh, your lunch is on the side.
Forgot your flag. Forgot your flag.
What year did the first man walk the moon?
60... Do I need to go on, or can I just finish at 60?
9.
Oh, no, yeah.
Same year,
Yeah.
same year that my mum was born. Hi, mum, she's watching. She'll hate that I've just said that. Love you.
Wait, what's this last one? That's hard.
Is
What
it?
colour is the moon surface?
Well, grey, isn't it?
Yeah, that's...
Wait, what? Wait,
My
tell me.
skin
wait,
yesterday
wait.
morning.
What colour is the moon surface? And I've got dark. Anyway,
I just
George,
wanted to
carry
go
on.
back to it quick. What has been your highlight of your career for you? Because it's been a whirlwind, hasn't it, really? Especially the last
it's been-
18 months for you.
It's been wicked, man.
It's been nuts.
I think there was a moment last year. It's hard to pick one because like you think we did Eurovision, we came straight home, and then there was a Jubilee, and then like the festival
performed at,
season.
didn't you?
Yeah.
See, this man's done everything.
Yeah, that's mental.
That is really
It's
good.
so
That is
cool.
unreal.
But like my favourite band, like as well, Iron Maiden and Queen are my favourite bands, right? And Queen were playing. Taylor Hawkins, who's the drummer, used to be the drummer of Foo Fighters, passed away, like super tragic, and he was such a legend in not just in like the drumming and music world, but just in general, like such an amazing human being, and sadly passed away, like gone way too soon. And this beautiful memorial concert was held at Wembley Stadium, and Queen were playing, and they asked me to come and sing "Somebody to Love" with them. Now that's like not just meeting your heroes, but then going like, oh yeah, do you want to jump up and sing like
that's unreal.
like this iconic tune? And I just, mate, I flew out my seat.
I was about to say, was that excitement? Did you have any nerves mixed in there with that?
I was, there was
I'd
no
pass
nerves
out.
because I was just raring to go. I was like, get me, like, I'm running over there.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
how I got the news though? You're like this, right? So, you know, Francis Bourgeois.
Yes,
like,
train guy.
Absolutely
Yes,
legendary train
of
guy.
course.
He's my pal, and we went train spotting one day.
Right, amazing.
But we also went, after train spotting, we went flying in Spitfires. So I was
Casual
just
day.
quite in
Just
there,
a
yeah.
casual day.
Believe me, I was there and I didn't realise we were going to fly planes.
Unreal.
And he was like,
Wow.
"Oh, so we're going to..." And I was like, what? Next thing, we're both up in the air looking out the windows of our each plane, waving at each other
No way.
with the GoPros like he has on his like head.
sick.
Both of us are like, ah! And my phone was on airplane mode, because I'm in an airplane. When I land, got the news about this thing. So I'm just going,
what a day.
No, that was a mad day.
How'd you get into bed after that and just be like...
I was like this.
I was going to say, that's mental. So, yeah, I want to backtrack and go through, like, what you've done since Eurovision, because what was it? The Jubilee?
Yeah,
I keep getting Jubilee, the coronation. There's so much going on in there. The
Jubilation.
Jubilee, yeah, I know, so much. So, yeah, when you performed, talk us through that experience for you, because
that is, again,
I mean, not many people can say that and have that under their
day,
belt.
I mean, the weather was perfect. Do you remember?
Yes.
Like, it was just so good, and the atmosphere in London, I think, is like the coolest day that London's ever had.
Yeah.
Like, the energy was amazing, and
that was such a good weekend.
Yeah, everyone was just up for it. Like, it was.
I remember
so
it
cool.
had a nickname on it, Platty Jubes.
Platty Jubes, mate.
The Platty Jubes, exactly.
That's one of my
what was that like? You
abbreviations.
got the whole
just
family
hectic.
there. Like, basically everyone from the UK was watching.
Well, you're walking around like Regent's Park with a massive Union Jack on your back, and like just loving it.
Nuts, yeah.
And knowing that you're getting ready to do the show, and knowing that you're trying to find the bottle to sing "I'm Up in Space, Ma'am" as well.
Yeah.
And thinking, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? And then you're on the stage, and they go, I'm going to do it.
So you've done that. You've done. We saw you at Summertime Ball as well, which was really cool.
yeah,
You've done so many
Ball.
gigs, haven't you? Like Wembley.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you and being like, "Hi," because obviously Charlie. I was like, "Hi, Sam." I was like, I know Charlie. You were like, "Hello." You're so lovely to meet though for the first time. Honestly, like we've very rarely had people, haven't we, that we've met and they've been like offish, but you are so
mate, you got to watch
genuinely.
out in this game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, a lot of people sort of do that look over your shoulder all the time.
Yeah.
Well, they do say never meet your heroes, don't they?
Yeah.
So, but
well,
I've met mine.
So Eurovision, are you performing again?
Yes,
this year?
we're performing at the final.
How excited are you for that,
mate?
That's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be so cool. I mean, that's it's a real honour, because it's not usually the situation that Eurovision ordinarily they'd have the winners of the previous year, which were Kalush, amazing artists, so good. They'd come back and perform their song from last year, plus a snippet of their new single. And that's where they usually draw the line. So I feel incredibly honoured that the EBU have asked me to come down and perform the new single. And we literally, just before this, I ran over from Albert Dock. We'd done some busking and I wanted to play the new single to people. And I thought I'd put something out online. And I thought literally a handful of people might see this thing and turn up. And we got there, 5,000 people in Albert Dock.
Well, just now?
Just now.
No
And I was singing this
Unreal.
new song, trying to teach everyone it. And it was just amazing, man. It
Mate,
was
so sick.
so just getting the energy ready. I mean, these people in Liverpool, man, and beyond that have travelled here.
Yes.
They're carrying the I guess the values of what Eurovision is all about so wonderfully.
And what's the new song called?
Mountain.
Mountain.
Yeah.
Unreal. You'll have to give us a little session afterwards.
I will.
I've listened to it. No,
so I'm guessing
buzzing.
you watched semi-final one?
Yeah, I did. I was there.
Oh, so were we. So
Yeah. I was eating the chips. There were wicked, weren't they? Did you have chips?
We ate so much. We were just saying this before. I ate so much before I went in there. I was so bloated when I was watching Finland. I was like, cha. I was like, it's all going to come back up, honestly. But no, that was so good.
I need your fiber in your blood.
No, honestly, I need a good Gaviscon after that.
what
Get
are
the Rennies out.
who were caught your eye so far?
Mate, I know this is a trick question. He's trying to trap me. So you watch this. He's trying to get me to say who my favourite is. Joe Bias.
No.
But you don't realise that I'm wicked at sitting on the fence. Watch this. Right.
we had this yesterday from Rylan.
Oh, Rylan's response
I saw when Rylan,
is one of the best responses.
I reckon it'll be the Scandi countries in the top.
We were just like...
I should have known I was going to walk into that. Yeah, fine. But no, the talent there this year is actually unreal, though.
But you can tell us who you like, can't you? Because you're not...
No,
you can't.
No, of course.
Oh. Mate, this man is impartial beyond impartial.
No, I think, you know what? Everyone that goes on that stage, they're walking out with the knowledge that camera lens, when they catch the eye of it, there's 170 million people sitting on the other side of it. So, and I know that you got to watch out. All jokes aside about the flippancy with who you support, vigorously on content and that goes online, because a lot of these people that are going to go on that stage, they'll see this stuff.
Yeah.
And if someone with kind of a name behind them or anything like that. They're like really like bigging someone up. It can sketch someone out, I think. So I do truly believe, having been in that position where you're about to walk out and do that you've got to have so much respect for every single person. Who's got the guts.
Even just getting on the stage,
exactly.
as you said, like,
and not tripping up on the way there.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's
you keep saying that, and I really don't want it to happen.
Mate, I can't stop thinking it.
I'm like, please.
I've got to walk down stairs. I shouldn't say, but yeah, there's stairs in mine, and Jesus.
What did you think of Croatia's performance? Because I think they're so great.
Oh yeah, like Monty Python, innit?
Yeah, it's like typical Eurovision.
They just had like Y fronts on. 1 minute they had like these full length dresses on, then it was. I was like, okay. But again, it's just like
the guy with a massive rocket.
Yeah, at the end of it. And I was waiting for like the fire to come out of it. And I was like, oh, it's not worked. And then all of a sudden they were just these sparks.
I was like, is that coming up here?
Yeah. That was unreal.
But listen, even that sentence, we've just both said Y fronts, rockets, long coats, moustaches, monocles.
Yeah,
like
all in one sentence, like it's normal.
Tell me when that happens in like top 40 radio.
Yeah.
And so this is where it's at.
I think that's what makes Eurovision so special, though, isn't it? Like, it's the fact that it's all the crazy coming together from all different countries, and it's such a good vibe. What do you think? Because I'm going to say like my favourites here. You don't have to say anything. I can see it in your eyes. You're like, don't ask me again. I'm obsessed with Finland, as well as I love May, and I want us to win. But my like top three, like I love Finland, and the outfits and stuff like that are so cool. Did you have any input into like the creation of your outfit?
Mate, the whole we sorted out the whole way through. The first performance when we were like announced as doing it last year. We went on the One Show, and I designed with Dan and the guys at Black Skull what the stage would look like. And it was this kind of like little pod that starts as kind of like a triangle and opens up.
Yeah.
And we were making it, and it only existed as a sketch at that point.
Right.
And I'd put it, like hid the sketch on this computer screen in the first live performance we did on TV. So it was like an Easter egg. It was there the whole time. So people were always like going, UK, what's your staging going to be? What is it? And it was there from day one. So if you look back, and it took us ages to build it, and then get it all shipped over. It's massive. And but yeah, you design all of this stuff if you want to, like the outfit. Like
I see you've got like the creative freedom to be able to kind of do that. Yeah,
Mate, Luke Day like designed this amazing outfit. I mean, I tried to step out of his way because he's a visionary. He's amazing, but like you get to design it in tandem, you know. And now it's hanging up in the museum over the road.
Is it?
Yeah.
No way. You're allowed to have it at home afterwards, or
well, it was in my attic. I'm glad they've got it because I was worried the moths were going to get it.
No way.
Do you ever just stand there and think like, do you know what? I'm going to put on a spaceman suit and go for a walk today.
Go down Lidl.
Yeah, could you imagine how nuts that would be?
The middle aisle down Lidl.
Mum seeing him in Tesco. Like,
I feel like you definitely could though.
You should do that. That'd be hilarious.
One day in the future when I can get away with it, I'll do it.
Just stick it on and have a walk.
Also, you just mentioned busking because you've done a fair bit of busking since you've like you're still kind of sticking to your roots, which is really nice to see. Because I know you said during lockdown you used to do the kind of sessions, and then you're still doing a bit of busking. Do you enjoy still kind of getting amongst the crowds?
Well, I only ever busked recently, first time, because I lived in a tiny village. And if I went busking, you'd literally play to no one, so you may as well just stay in your bedroom.
Same as us, you would be.
So I never got to experience busking, really. But I got to experience playing in pubs to no one. And it's kind of the same thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like pubs and clubs and like putting on these big shows, trying to bribe your mates to come down. Like, go on, buy some tickets. And like, nah.
But do you know what? I think that is nuts because like, and then you just see where you are now. And as you said, you literally like put on an Instagram story or something. I'll come down here and you've got 5,000 people.
Mate, it's a process.
Absolute.
And it just requires consistency and never giving up. Like it's as simple as that.
Yeah, but that is what you got to do in this game, isn't it? Because it's a tough game to crack. I was gonna ask as well. Actually, do you know what I want to do? We've got a game. Okay, right. I've got 3 artists here. This is for George to guess. You have to sing like this artist.
So
right?
you need to touch.
I've got some like the artist.
I'm going to show. Yeah, you've got to guess. I'm going to show Sam.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So it's just really a game for you, really, George.
It's a game for me, guys. But we know you're good at this. That's why we've done the game.
They've got number 1.
Oh, okay. Do I sing the song from the artist? Am I allowed? Or
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I think.
All right. Ready? I got to stand up for this. Hey, pretty baby with the high heels on.
I know that is.
You give me fever like I've never ever known. Do you want it to us keep going? Or?
It's up to you. You look like you're in a room. I know it. I know it. But carry on.
It's Michael Jackson.
You'll get
We've got 2 more to do.
I was just gonna say you're just smashing it. Okay, fine. I was getting a free performance
George
from
wants
Sam
a
Ryder.
full free gig right now.
yeah,
Like,
why
George,
would I
come
lie?
on.
Mate, I'm
He's a busy man. He's a busy man. That's number 2.
Oh, okay.
You only have to do a line if you
right.
want to do it.
Mama, ooh,
Queen.
didn't mean to
Queen?
make you cry.
Queen.
If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, carry on.
Queen.
It's Freddie Mercury, George.
Is it? I thought it was
from
Freddie
Queen.
Mercury.
It kind of counts.
Everyone behind the camera is like, it's Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury. Right, last one.
Oh, okay.
I can imagine your range can do this easily, so.
I don't know. I've been singing for about an hour.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, sorry. We put you right on the spot.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody.
Whitney Houston. I know that one.
I want to feel the heat with somebody. Come on. Hey, I
My
wanna
voice won't be able
dance
to
with
take that.
somebody.
Outdone us.
My voice can't do that.
Somebody who loves it.
See, he knew that straight away because he's got a gay brother. That's all he is in the shower.
I didn't have
Honestly,
much
that's
choice.
all he is in the shower.
Whitney Houston.
He didn't even
I was like, I know that one.
He's like Freddie Mercury, and then it's like Whitney Houston straight away.
That was sick though. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you
on
for
today,
that.
mate.
Thank you.
That's so much fun.
You're a legend.
Yeah, I want to say, thanks for popping in after your busking gig as well.
Really appreciate you,
busy man this week, so
Mate.
really appreciate it. But fellow Essex guy, had to get you in, had to have a little catch up.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
For sure,
Loads
that's
of love,
all right.
guys.
And
yeah,
you, man,
no.
thank you very much.
And enjoy the
I shall see
final.
ya.
We'll be watching.
Are you in the arena?
No, we're actually not. Well, I'm going to be watching from Ibiza.
Yeah, we'll be in Ibiza.
So we'll have the Spanish subtitles and that on. But we'll be rooting for you, mate. We're rooting for you.
Peace.
Amazing.
And that is that, guys. That's this week done for us on the road. Something a bit different, but we enjoyed it, didn't we, Joe?
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe.
And if you're listening on Spotify, rate us 5 stars. It helps massively. But that is it from us this week, and we will see you next week. Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye.
Thank you so much.